some random person's nonsense just live rent free in your mind. You deserve so much better.
Hello, wherever you are in the right place at the right time for wisdom, laughter, and a word so prime. Wake up, sit up, don't you blink. We got truth to drop and thoughts to think. This ain't just talk, it's truth on fire to lift you and take you higher. So lean in close, don't dare to sleep. If you're weary, if you're weak, if you need that word to keep you on your feet, welcome, my friend, to Preaching While Sleeping. Yes, my friends, thank you for giving me a moment of your time on today. What you're about to hear is a creative conversation in the form of a phone call. It's a real reflection of real struggles, real feelings, and real faith. These are things that even I am working through myself. So these calls are dramatized, but inspired by truths we live through every day. So you might just hear your own story between these rings, okay? So stay tuned, and thank you for hanging out for the very first episode of Preaching While Sleeping. Let's hit it.
Hey, what's going on? Hold on, my head system. Don't judge me. Yeah, I got you. I can hear you, man. Yeah, I got your message. Yeah, I know. It's one of those days. It's just one of those days, I know. Yeah. I woke up in a fine mood myself, but then, you know what happened? That's right, people. That's all I gotta say, just people. And you know what? I handled it like a responsible adult. It's proud of me. First, I screamed until my throat was sore. Then I cussed the person out who upset me the most.
Yeah, here's your apology.
Then I realized they weren't listening.
I am not listening.
That's when it kind of hit me. I was giving them VIP access to a space in my mind they never even paid for.
That is right. It's like finders keepers, but for other people's houses.
Hey. So I know what you're feeling. I know. So here's what I did. I took a deep breath, forgave myself for letting them in. I forgave them for not realizing the words that they were saying truly did matter to me. And then I forgave myself again for falling into the same cycle I've always been in, letting people in where they don't belong. So yeah, I know what you're going through. Yeah, I know. And at some point we've all been there. You're not alone. All right, yeah. This is what I was thinking about. You ever stub your toe on the same piece of furniture, like twice in one day? And the second time, you're not even mad at the furniture because now you're mad at yourself because you knew it was there. You knew it was a problem. And yet, here you are, limping, angry, and somehow you realize this is your fault. That's what it's like, when you fall for the same emotional traps. It's like stubbing your toe over and over and over again. And you know that there are certain people, certain situations, and words that have a way of pushing your buttons.
Eat our dinner right after you eat this.
Even if you know they can, somehow they still get to you. And that's the part that's frustrating. That's when frustration really kicks in. So, yeah, right. That's when frustration kicks in. Yeah, so here's just something, just a couple of things that I want to throw out there. Just a couple of things that I want to throw out with you. Your energy is expensive. Remember, just Think about that. Think about that. Your energy is expensive. Stop giving free admission to your energy.
Stop it!
Stop. Just stop it. Just stop giving free admission to your energy. You know? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Not everybody should have access to your situation. Not everyone should be able to get in whenever they want to. And everyone should not be allowed to speak into your life. And maybe it's time to unfollow some people, you know, maybe even mute them, you know, or at least, you know, mentally evict them from your life.
Get your and get out!
I know that sounds silly, eviction notice. Not everybody sees what you see, okay? You know, no, everybody can't see what you see. Some people are hurting, and they're hurting you without even realizing, because they're hurting too.
You start by doing the hardest thing. You forgive yourself.
And that can be a good thing. It's okay. So it may be something that you don't need for them to forgive you. Maybe you just need to forgive you. Because you see things differently. Doesn't mean that you see things wrong. What do you think? Maybe. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Well, here's what you have to do. I'm in this too. I'm not talking about just you. We have to break the cycle. We have to. We got to break the cycle. We got to break the cycle because if you don't, and if I don't break the cycle will break us. See, the real win isn't proving a point. It's not falling for the same nonsense over and over and over again. No, forgiveness isn't about them deserving it. It's about you being free.
Give us free.
You being free, so you're not screaming at the top of your lungs and cussing out somebody that's not there. Don't judge me. But here, I there was a quote, and I wish I could remember what it was. It said something to the holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Somebody else has said that, and I think I may have said that before too, but I'm telling you, it fits. It fits. So who am I mentally arguing with? Who are we mentally arguing with right now? And do they even deserve to be in a fight with us? Have we allowed someone to have too much access in our emotions? I'd say yes in some cases. And what's one thing, I mean, just if you think about it, what's one thing that I can do right? What's one thing that you can do right now to break this cycle so that you can move on? Because they certainly have. They've moved on. Look, I know today was rough. I know. It was rough. It was rough on me. And every day seems to be getting rougher. But take a deep breath. Let it go. Because at the end of the day, the only person whose peace is at stake is yours. And trust me, you deserve better than letting some random person, some random person's nonsense just live rent-free in your mind. You deserve so much better, man. You hear me, right? Look, before you get off the phone, I know. Look, man, I appreciate you calling me and being okay with me being a part of this time in your life, man. But I gotta say this before you go. Remember, when it's dark, light is your light. And when storms arise, the Almighty's fire burns bright. And if you lose your way, hold tight and stand. God is leading you toward the perfect plan. All right? Oh. Yeah, just call me anytime. All right?
There you go. There you go. There it is. That's the first one. That's the first one. We got it in the books. Oop, oop, oop. That was a terrible sound. I don't know what made me do that one. I need to ask for forgiveness. Ask God for forgiveness. This is a labor of love, my friends. I tell you, I have gotten to the place now where the creativity in me wants to come out. And so I've been taking this time while I am taking a break from everything to heal myself, to heal my family, and to bring hope, joy, and love to other people. So if you have made it this far, then I hope something spoke to you. Now, don't just scroll past. Take one moment, one breath, and let the word move in your life. And remember, when it is dark, God is your light. When storms arise, the Almighty's fire burns bright. And if you lose your way, hold tight and stand. God is leading you toward the perfect plan. Hey, thank you again, and I hope to see you next week.